Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Friday. I hope everybody is having a great day and had a great week. If not a great day and a great week, then I hope at least it was all good. Listen, last night I watched the culmination of the first Golden Bachelor, and this is a top I haven't worn in a while, so that's why I'm like, let me fix this. Isn't that fancy? I feel like I need to be fancy because last night I watched the Golden Bachelor, the Golden Wedding, and it is official. Gary Turner and Teresa Nist, is that you pronounce her last name? They are a couple officially. They are married, so congratulations to the golden couple. And I feel like I'm going to do a recap. I'm going to do a recap. Mainly it's going to be me just making snarky comments about it and recapping it a little bit. But I thought I would get fancy for this occasion. So I will be drinking. I'm not gonna drink this whole thing because remember, I said I'm going to try to watch my my sugars, but I'm going to be having some ginger ale, but in it I'm going to use some edible gold glitter. Ooh, I'm fancy. I got it from Amazon, so check it out. Wait, let me stir it up a little bit, give you the full effect. Look at it. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Look at that. Ooh, I'm fancy. I might have put too much in there. So let's taste it. It doesn't add any kind of flavor to it at all. It's just edible. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? I'm gonna give the rest to Dolly probably. Look at it going through. Ooh, I feel like Beyonce. Okay, so let's get down to it. It was 2 hours. Okay, now you may not agree with me on this. However, I feel like this did not need to be 2 hours. This needed to be an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So we started off, this was at La Quinta. It was a lovely ceremony, like visually it was beautiful. However, let's move away from La Quinta. I would have thought that they would have had a bigger budget than La Quinta. Nothing against La Quinta. However, I've had a lot of things at La Quinta. Move away from it maybe. I'm just saying. And we also found out at the top of the hour, top of the show. Listen, Jesse's wife, I think it's their first kid, maybe. And even if it's not their first kid, I mean, so Jesse Palmer's wife's pregnant, and he's like, they made me be here. My wife is gonna pop, and anytime she's gonna pop. I'm not there. I'm here, covering a gold carpet for a wedding. Yep, that's right. A gold carpet. So it reminded me of like E live on the red carpet, but for the Bachelor, the Golden Bachelor. I don't know. It was too much. It was just for me. It was too much. Along with Jesse and Jesse was Charity. Okay, I can see Charity. But then they added in, I know I'm gonna get people saying, but I liked her doing this. I thought she killed it. I didn't think so. It was Kathy. Ugh. Kathy? That's who you decided. Kathy. No. And by the end of the night, you could tell Charity was like, get this bitch away from me, please. Because at first, Kathy was like, whose idea was it for somebody to give me a microphone? Charity was like, oh, really? I know. Who decided to do this? I did not understand this. So, there's Bachelor Nation royalty all over the place. It was sick with them. Listen, Caitlin Bristow was there because Caitlin Bristow was inserting herself into like every scene. Also, who was there was Tasha. You know, Tasha and Caitlin was it Tasha and Caitlin? Yeah, I think it was. It was Tasha and Caitlin who for a while there were like doing like the co-host thing. But listen, they are no longer like, I guess maybe not friendly because, you know, for way back, Tasha had broken it off with Zach, her pick, for when she was the Bachelorette. So they had broken up, but hold on, because Caitlin Bristow was seen at a New Year's Eve party with Zach, cozying up to him. People were like, well, Tasha's probably not going to be at the, Tasha's probably not going to be there at the wedding. Damn not. Tasha was like, I'm not going to let her run me out of town and make me not have a fun time. I am going to this wedding. I wonder if they talked. But anyways, I digress. Next was one of, if I am talking about iconic moments of the evening, Ellen, first of all, let me just say, Ellen looked beautiful, but Ellen was there. Queen Ellen was wearing the earrings that Gary gave her. She was like, and I'm wearing the earrings that Gary gave me. Legend. Like, seriously. Legend, icon, Queen Ellen. Queen. So next up, listen, I know that some of the things that they were doing throughout this whole night was to show like how focused on family they are. So they showed them in their first Christmas together, and it was cute. It was real cute. The thing that got me though, and I know that's why they did this, but when they said, when they say something like, did you register? Do you have a registry? She's like, we have a registry on Amazon and you could scan the QR code. I lost my mind. I thought literally that they were asking you to scan the QR code so you could send them something, because I was losing my mind because number one, if you're in your 70s, what do you need to register for? You got stuff. You already have your shit together. A registry in my mind is you register for stuff if it's your first marriage, or if it's your first baby, or maybe if it's your first home and you're a single and you want, you need stuff and you're starting out. They're in their 70s. She's a millionaire. You scan the QR code and it brought you to a page where it said gifts inspired by their registry. So they weren't saying like scan this and send this to them. They were like get inspiration from the Golden Bachelor and his bride on what to get. But then after that, it was clear to me that was like a whole way of like product placement of putting Amazon out there. I mean, most of us already know about Amazon and order from it far too often through Prime. But once again, I don't know, that got me whenever they said they have a registry. For what? You're in your 70s. She's a millionaire. You're making some money. I mean, come on. You don't have shit already? Okay, so back to some of the attendees. Leslie was there, and Leslie looked beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I was kind of hoping they would announce somebody as the Golden Bachelorette last night. Leslie's not my top pick. My top pick is Susan. If not Susan, then Faith. But Leslie's there. Of course, Kathy had to be like, you look beautiful, and you're here even after the heartbreak and your health scare. I don't know what health scare she had, but I hope she's feeling okay. I hope she's looking fantastic. Joey was there. They talked to Joey as much as they could because his season of The Bachelor is coming up very soon here in June and July. Edith and Joan were there. Looked amazing. Looked beautifully flawless as usual. And then they go to looking for a wedding dress. Now, I can understand why Susan is there because it's going to tie in to what's coming afterwards. But Kathy, why was Kathy there? Why? The only reason I could see why Kathy was there is because when Therese came down the stairs and she was like, I'm going to say this to you, Kathy, and I really mean it this time. Zip it. And that was cute. But if that was the only reason why she was there, it's stupid. I don't, because obviously they're not friends, because later on when they do the bachelorette party, she's not there. So they're not friends. But the dress that she ended up getting was, it was absolutely beautiful. It was at Badgley Mishka. So I liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And then while they were doing that, Gary went to Neil Lane, of course, and picked out a wedding band. Beautiful. He picked out the one that had parts of a meteorite in it. Oh, it was beautiful. It was stunning. So after all of this, Gary, I can't think who, Gary, Teresa, and Susan are talking. And they ask Susan to officiate, which, to be honest with you, no, I don't want to say at first I thought it was weird. I never thought it was weird because I love Susan. But it would be kind of odd to have like someone that you were hoping, or someone that you were thinking might be someone you could date or marry, then marrying you, like your ex-girlfriend marrying you. But I don't think it's weird. So then they had a little bit more mingling in with the crowd. Now listen, I don't know what's this. So listen, this was 2 hours long. The next thing I say might not agree with some people. It might be an unpopular opinion, but Braden and Christina Mandrell were there. They have been dating. They were talking to them, and Jesse had said, well, how did you guys meet? She slid into his DMs, and they had been dating. We find out that they both have excellent taste in music because they're both Tenacious D fans, as is Jesse Palmer. I really wished Braden would have like taken his hat off while he was there. But what came next, I think a lot of people were like, why would you do that? When he was talking to her, and I was like, wait a minute, is he gonna propose? Listen, and he got down on one knee and he proposed to her. I know a lot of people are like, why would you do that at somebody else's wedding? But he talked to Teresa and Gary about it. It wasn't during the actual wedding. It was in like the hour before. It didn't take any of the spotlight away. It's not like he, in the middle of them getting married, stopped it and asked her to marry him. I felt like we needed something in there. We needed something because this 2 hours was ridiculous. You don't need to do 2 hours to talk to people from Bachelor Nation. You just don't. So I loved it. Congratulations. I was not a fan of Christina Mandrell on The Bachelorette. I was not a fan of Braden during the Bachelorette. But I did kind of end up starting to like Braden a little bit on Bachelor in Paradise. And from the video that I see, he gets along very well with Christina Mandrell's daughter. And congratulations. I myself loved it. I feel like that program needed it. because it was too damn long and dry without it. Next up was the bachelorette party. It was Teresa, Susan, Ellen, Sandra, and Faith. Most of my favorites there. So they had a boudoir session, and listen, Ellen at first was like, this is weird. I feel weird. I am with you. A boudoir session, photography, that's nice. But on national TV, I'm like, I don't know. But they all got into it, especially Sandra, because she was thinking about a Denzel Washington. Next up, they had Chippendales come in. And I'm wondering who is the woman that played bongos on the one guy's butt. But hold up a second. Hold up. Probably the absolute best moment of that whole show, including the nuptials, was when Sandra brought the Chippendale to the wedding as her guest. That was the best. And then she spelled out his name on his abs. He was fine. And let me take good, you go Sandra. That pushes Sandra up like near the top of my favorites. That is the absolute icon, queen legend, Sandra. I love her. That was the absolute best. If you disagree with me, no, something is wrong with you, because that was great. So listen, here's another time when I know that Charity had to have been like, fuck, I can't stand this bitch, Kathy. Get her away from me. It's when Dalton comes over and talks to him, and then Kathy steals him away. You could see Charity was like, I can't work with this bitch anymore. So the ceremony. It started off nice. Seriously, anytime Susan would go like this, that would just that got me every time. The ceremony was nice at first. Everything was going good. And then there's Teresa in the back. She's waiting. But wait, she got to wait longer in the back while they roll all these commercials. No, that was just ridiculous. But then, so she finally walks down. She looks beautiful. And then we got into Susan's comedy hour. If it was anybody else, I would be like, quit it, please stop. But I love Susan. So when she was like, if you don't know me, I don't know why not. I'm Susan. I loved, that's when I was like, fuck yes, you're Susan. You're still my number one golden girl from the Golden Bachelor. So they then moved on, and here's the thing that I did not like. Once again, I know that they're all about family, but the people making speeches in the middle, I thought that was dumb. I thought that was very dumb. That had to have been the idea of ABC. I thought that was so stupid. Another thing I was not a big fan of, I was not that big a fan of the dresses that Gary's daughters wore. I loved the blue, and at the top I didn't mind it, but at the bottom where they had those ruffling on both sides of the skirt, I did not like that at all. I didn't like that even a little bit. I thought that the vows they wrote were very nice. I'm like, who is texting me? That's TikTok. I thought the vows were perfect. I thought they were a nice combination of heartfelt and funny, kind of whimsical. So I thought it was a beautiful wedding. Afterwards, they were talking to people. We find out that Charity and Dalton are going to be getting married. When he said fall of 2025, I was like, we gonna wait that long? Fall of 2025? Well, no. And once again, Kathy was like, well, there goes another one. another one's off the market. She's like, Jerry's like, he was never on the market, bitch. So that was it. I mean, it to me was an hour too long. That could have been an hour. Once again, the best parts. Number one, Sandra bringing a Chippendales escort as her date. Loved it. Ellen wearing the earrings that Gary gave her. Those are my two favorite. Oh, and then the nuptials were nice, but those other two, those are my favorite. So listen, if you watched it, please let me know what you thought about it. The rest of this, I'm going to give this to Dolly. Wait, do you see it now? Look. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. It's so fantastic. You're going to be seeing this again for the Oscar, for the Daras. Okay. So with that being said, if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, positivity, and understanding out there. Please take care of one another. And two things. Be aware of your surroundings. And number two, be safe, especially if you're someplace this weekend where there's going to be snow or slick spots. If it's going to be bad, just don't go outside. If you have to go out and drive or walking, please be safe. Please be safe. So I will see you guys tomorrow for who knows what. And I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.